Oh, we're good. That's so funny. You're already in the box, right? You know what's funny? That's actually very interesting that you say that because it was like, so it was the turtles you put, by the way. I literally saw turtles. And okay. And then you guys, it was like, well, and I didn't see it. And I'm like, go to the box too. Like, so there's this like kind of pull the box up. I'm like, that's interesting, but we'll see. But I'm seeing, oh, something just touched me right here. But I was like, well, let's, and then Dawson said, let me just check one more time to go down. So I was kind of debating why I hadn't seen it. And then now you're, not only you're in the box, you had also put the turtles. That's just how smart spirit. You're open and curious, right? I love you said that. I'm curious and open. I've got love, love, love. Okay, you're like, all parties, please step forward and bother Hannah. All parties, please step forward and bother Hannah. Well, that makes your job harder though too, then, because now you may have like them ping pong, and this is good for anybody. Woohoo, everybody was, but there's somebody touching my arm. So okay, let me get quiet, let me get still, let me rock a little and see who was like, hey, ooh, okay. I felt that. All right, would you understand though the pain on the if I'm not distinguishing who it is, would you understand a pain right now on the right side of my body, and where it got me was under my rib cage, so right below the breast here. Would you understand that sensation connected to somebody? Okay. Okay. And then would you understand? I keep getting, and because my right arm keeps getting touched, I'm going to lean and ask, would this be connected to a female? Okay. So they're trying to honor and validate that. I just wonder because we keep touching my right arm. Okay. Okay. Would you understand one of you having the lighter or the blonder hair, the lighter colored hair? Lighter colored? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Just come in lighter. Thank you. I don't like to do readings with talking music. I've got to make them put it back on the repeat. You know that. All right. Oh, still on the shoulder. Okay. There's something going on. There's some type of pain to the body. Do you understand that with her passing? Okay. So she's the one bringing in the pain. Okay. Got it. Do you understand her being young when she passed, or being younger than expected? For sure, I would take younger than expected. I was seeing what looks like a black and white little bear. So if I were to read into that, unless there's a literal like no, no, I'm thinking a black and white little cow. Do you understand me seeing like a stuffed cow in front of me right now? And that could be, is it because it's a stuffed animal because this person is so young when they pass, like they're young enough to where, not stop talking childish, but we're talking young enough to where we either still have stuffed animals, or there is literally a stuffed black and white cow that you would know that is being referenced to try to get my attention. Right? Okay. No worries. Maybe there'll be something if it does. But it's so funny because I was going to say, oh, like a black and white. And I was going, and then it's like I saw the actual pink and the pink. So I'm like, oh, this looks like a little stuffed cow instead of like I would say black and white bear, and it switched like, so there's something about that trying to get my attention, but, or it was just my brain loved that and decided to turn into a cow. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Great. Okay. Let's see what else they share. Okay. There is something being brought up. So because now I just saw hay bale. So would you understand why I'm bringing being brought to something like that in front of me right now? Because now it went to like a little yellow hay bale. So is there something connected to the ruralness or 4-H or something? Yes, absolutely. If you'd understand, that's why she's bringing it up. Perfect. It makes total sense that I don't have any cows within reach of me. So, though, you got it. Okay. I'll keep putting it. But thank you. I love that you asked that too, because it's like, nope, nope, nope. Let's do that. It's interesting. Okay. My mouth just got very bitter. There's something going on in my mouth right now, so hold on. Mm, mm. Something's happening in my mouth. Something happened to her face. Do you know? Something's happening in my mouth. Okay. I want to just talk about, right. There's tightness in my mouth. There's tightness in my face. My saliva, my whole response. I feel so dry in here. There's something going on. There's either, it could be a substance that I took that, go ahead. Um, yeah, there's something in my mouth has absolutely, that bad breath is halitosis. But it feels like there's this tightening in there's a tightening going on. There's just this whole bunch of, this area feels very inflamed and it feels icky. There's something going on. I also, now I'm actually getting, she's bringing me physical symptoms. I'm getting very hot. Holy shit. I'm getting hot right now. And she's really, oh my God, awful. I feel nauseous. I don't feel good at all. I feel absolutely like crap. Okay, something I ingested, took something I've done to my body. I don't know, there's something that's going on with my body right now. Okay. Do you understand her taking something in, or some type of substance or something that would make me feel nauseous, woozy, feeling sick, feeling icky? I almost felt like I was going to throw up for a second there, the way everything got tight in my mouth, everything got dry. It was like that. I think what was happening was that drying, oh my God, yes. There's like that drying feeling before you're going to absolutely retch. Yeah, that's what she's just really giving, that sensation to let you know that you know that you know that it's her. Okay. All right, love bug. Thank you. Okay. I just gotta acknowledge it to let it go away. But wow. Oh, okay. There we go. Whew. Okay, sweet pea. Do you understand though that like she is painting me as the way I'm seeing her. She's very lovely to look at. Would you understand that? I think she's lovely. I feel like she's a lovely, she looks lovely to me. Okay, so to understand me, I'm not saying she's a Laker girl or anything, but I'm saying like she is lovely to look at. You know what I mean? Okay. I don't know why she said Laker girl, but that's really weird. She's like, well, I'm not like, it's like, did she do cheer or do dance or anything like that? Would you understand her bringing me to that? Because what a reference to make. I have never said on a live, well, not like a Laker girl, but she's like, awesome. Okay, let's see what else. Let's see what else she's bringing up. Who's the name? With like, is like a Misty or Minnie? Is there a name that sounds something like a Misty name? Okay, would you understand that name, the connection? Okay, great, thank you. Oh, there's a smell. I've got a smell coming in the room. Hold on. Okay. That was weird. There's this weird just smell just wafted in. I can't place it. I can't tell you what it is, so I won't be able to. But do you understand her taking something or having something happen that made her heart go really fast as well? Was there some type of heart racing? Okay. Okay. I wonder what if it created some type of weird smell to it. And again, with the mouth, back to the mouth stuff. She's very much symptomatically. Isn't it interesting? Her way of coming in is so different. Just really blending her energy and feeling very symptomatic with her. Like that's the way she was making me feel, how she felt, what was going on. Do you understand though? There is something about either being found alone or something about alone that she would explain to me. Okay, thank you. I would also take that I don't see sunlight. I'm seeing dark, so that makes sense to you. Do you understand her leaving behind somebody that she was close to, either dating for a long time or betrothed to a male that would be she would be mentioning? Okay. I just feel like I want to reference a significant other. So, and I feel like I want to reference a male. We can. That's who she's referencing. Okay. Is somebody get was would you understand somebody being mad about her passing and wanting to get revenge, or being angry about her passing and wanting being feeling vengeful in some way, shape, or form? Okay. But do you understand? Okay, there's something under my throat right now. Is okay. Sometimes when they push under my throat, that's a sign of somebody being unalived or accidentally unaliving themselves. They did something that caused them to be unalived, or someone unalived them. Do you understand that? Was there something that when something they have done something on their own to themselves that caused them to be unalived, or someone unalived them? So I either did something that caused me to be unalived, or someone unalived me. So there's something. Would you understand her taking accountability, responsibility for her unaliving, or that someone else is responsible for her unaliving? Would you understand either of those? The pressure under my throat like that, that's usually my sign. So unless there's literally something going on with her throat, if they push under here like this, I have either unalived myself or someone's unalived me, and either it was on accident or purpose when I get that type of pressure. And if that's not why she's giving me that pressure, I'm still gonna say it out loud so that she knows when I get that, that's what that means to me. And if it means something different, tell me otherwise. But that's that symbol to me if you press under my throat like that. So there's some type of pressure to the throat or something. Then if that's not unaliving, that's how I get that. All right, let's see if there's anything else greater and or above and beyond that that she wants to share. There's some type of, I just want to talk about somebody being pissed, mad, vengeful. There's some aggression out there. Would you understand her having a brother or a sibling? Would you take a brother or sibling for her? I should have said car. God, I'm so mad at myself. Okay, sorry. But I should have, but it didn't, so it doesn't count. But there was a little bit, and that's why I got quiet, because it's like, well, you didn't mention that part, Hannah. But I was like, well, I know I'm outside, but I didn't. Okay, go ahead. Squirrel. Okay, that makes sense. Yes. Oh, yeah. Got it. Because that's like the face, feeling the pressure in the face and all of that. Wow. Because can I tell you, I was so embarrassed to say it. Even like sometimes when things come out, I'm like, this sounds so sexist, or this sounds like what a thing to say. But I have to remember in spirits prompting the conversation, because that's like, because I always felt immediately, I just was like, that's awkward. So I'm like, who says that? But okay, wow. And then the cows where you guys grew up. So, and you're saying that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now if she has a stuffed cow, you'll have to ask her parents. Like, did she ever have a stuffed cow? you know. Well, and it's funny what you said about, so it actually does then validate to me the like this, the pressure under my neck when I said an action that was interesting. She could have been wanting to, oh, my nose is being touched. Oh, hey, okay. That's a good sign. But yeah, because it is to validate, because I said this means that whether it was intentional or not, there was an there's an accountability of taking of own life, whether someone else did or whether it was. And again, that's what that is. It's like there was an accidentally, either they accidentally took their own life or something they did, their action. So that still validates back to that of what that pressure is. Okay, so she was still doing it, and that's what the tickle of the nose was. Okay. Okay, yeah, I knew I could see like I'm like this is really light the way the sun's hitting her hair, you know? Like I feel like I could just it's like it has that kind of like glow to it. Okay. And I think there was a name that was brought up, and I can't remember what it was. Wasn't there a name? Oh, okay. Yeah, it was like bring, but one of the close. It's very close. Usually it would be something like that. Exactly. No, like that. Okay. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. Um, I feel like I feel like what's being shown in front of me right now is this. There's this playfulness right now, and it's just what's Hannah. You say it all, whether it's literal or not, you see it because you didn't say the car. You should have said the car. But do you Deal. Deal. Okay, we know the rules of engagement. Do you know if there's ever any like silly antics or games that were done outside that were played together to be like either team building, but not so much the basketball team could be, but like this is one I'm seeing like an egg on a spoon doing like a race with a spoon, and you put the egg and you take turns like going in the grass and then the next person, but you try not to drop the spoon. Would that be anything that you would know connected to her? If not, then if family at least is going to see this and see if there was literally a running of a spoon with a race. You know what I mean? Okay, so if it's not literal, it's just to bring through about the fun and playing together. Okay, curious if the parents will know if there is an actual like because of all the things you've shown me, that's very awkward. I can't tell you how many times I don't think I've ever brought up running with a spoon. The only other thing I would take is if the family engaged in it in some way, shape, or form, and she's saying, "Hey, I saw that." Like you, if you all did that after, if that was somebody who did that, that they would be bringing that up. But yeah, egg races. Okay, yeah, I haven't like whoever does egg races, but either there's if there's a family tradition, you know you're gonna have to let us all know, and you're gonna have to say it's okay to share it on the live. They do, right? They would know. They would know that. She's showing me one more picture that I feel like we're referencing a picture right now. I would take a picture ooh, we're touching me with this too. I would also take a picture of her solo down low with I would take like a family pet in this picture with her. So if you would understand that, I also would want to validate that. Right. Did she have pets? Okay, yeah. I feel like I'm outside with this and we're just down low taking this picture. Oh, okay, well, she's wanting to acknowledge him. Oh, do you know if he was in lighter colors, like a lab colored dog? She's wanting. Yep, she's just showing him right off to the side. Okay, so she's making that acknowledgement. Oh, so I'm sure if anything, think she's probably, that's what I love is energies. Animals know. Rebel loves being in here when spirits are here, so they'll totally know you're around. They still miss you because it's physical interaction, for sure. Like sleeping on the bed and like, but they can feel a spirit around, which is really nice. It's not, of course, it's not the same, but they're so much more sensitive to it. See if there's anything else she wanted to validate or share. But I love how she's like, yeah, you build a little, talk a little, and then she's going to share more. That was neat how she wanted that. She wanted to pause the conversation for you to get the information and then give more. I love it, how spirit communicates. So, see if there's anything else she wants to check in with or share. Okay. I would be curious if like everybody would if the bedroom was still intact or if her bedroom was intact for a very long time, like a very long time of keeping the bedroom as the room. I would be curious if that's something because it seems like we're being brought to her bedroom and it makes me feel I'm feeling energetically about it, starting to burp and feeling something about there's something. Okay, definitely made me burp about it. So it's like something about the bedroom being intact. I think my brain wants to run and add more to it, and I don't want to. But so I'm going to check and see. This is my brain. Do you know if her and her sister shared a room? Okay. Okay. Yeah. See if there's anything else she's building on that. She just wanted to make reference to that, but I don't know if we're getting more. Because I got a little tap on the head there. Do you know if they had to actually use? Oh, sorry, I don't want to get too graphic, but do you know if they had to actually use the jaws of life to get her out of her car? The family will know. Okay. I feel like she said her car, her car, her car, and then it was like they were being brought to something. Oh, and I got chills. So there's something that we were just being brought to. Goosebumps. No, go ahead. Go ahead. That's all I'm getting. Just goosebumps, 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 goosebumps. Everything you're saying, and the room just changed temperature. Even like you just like totally made me freezing. Oh. And even Maud saying, Crystal saying, I have goosebumps the whole reading. Yeah, this is like going up and down the arms, going up and down the arms. Oh, you got this, girl. You got this. Yeah. Oh, she's. Oh, look at her doing her. I love it. Oh, oh, absolutely. Like energy, like the smiles that she had, even though she brought in the all that she came in very close and blended energy. I can tell you, the smiles that I feel from her, like in front, it's kind of in front of me, you guys. I wish you could see. It's like she's taking all this in. It's really neat to have her feel like she's really very supportive of all this and taking this all in such a way of like, oh, you get that soul connection, right? That soul connection is there for you with her. Okay. What is this? Is there significant? Would you understand the significance to this color and just tell me if you're like, no, Hannah, I don't get it. But all of a sudden, the color red just flashed in front of me. I'm wearing orange, and if my shirt may look red, but I just saw like red go by in front of me right now. Do you know what the red would be? I just saw red. I just saw like as you were saying it, all of a sudden I just saw the color red go by on the right hand side to me. So I don't know if that would either be, and maybe the family would know specifically. Is it when you were talking about everything you just said, and then what some type of validation with the color red, which is just really random. So I don't know. It's like okay, I was yay! No, okay, because as soon as you're talking about it, she flashes. You did great. That's good for see if people recognize like you did so good. That's it. Take a second, take a beat. Why would they be showing me this? And you're like, and then you get it. So you did it for it's like whatever you were talking about. She's validating it by throwing up that red in front of me. So that was yes. The intelligence of spirit, and you did a great job placing that. So, and that's why some spirits they want us to talk in between the reading. They want to like validate because they want to hear you talking. They want to hear that connection. It's that fine line. But look how she changed the conversation. She's like, okay, we're doing the just validate. Now we're going to move into I'm not going to talk until you guys ping pong because she wants the ping pong conversation. And I love it. Like, let them take the lead. And if they want us to ping pong, we ping pong. If they want to just pour information, we let them pour. If they talk as fast or slow as little or as much as they want, then that's what they do. But lots of validating everything you just said. That's what she used, was the red of validating that, of that connection that you guys all still have, and her knowing about it, right? And her being very much still connected to all of you and everything that you do. Um, would you understand there being a, if you were to walk into the house, if you walked into her family's house, where she would be saying, my parents have inordinately large picture of her, where I feel like it would just be, and it could be like a high school, college, but it feels large to the wall, where she feels like it's kind of too big. Well, if they have something that is like really big, I just want to make the joke that it's a little, it's big. And so she just, that's the way she's making me feel, like that's a big picture for, to be walking in and being like here I am. Yeah, you have to find out if they have like one that's just like, that's been either blown up or that's large and disproportionately large, maybe to other pictures or to the space. Maybe it looks a little big in the space, like where she's just making that reference, to either joke, make light, play. They don't have to take it down if that's how they want it. You know, it's just maybe something to be like, hey, that's kind of big. You know. And would you understand her being close though to, I don't know if you know this, but I want to say this before her grandfather did, and if I'm wrong as a reader, let me know. But I feel like there's some type of close connection there that she is wanting to. She passed before them, so interesting to see if that's it. She's mentioning a grandfather. I don't feel like he's in spirit. I feel like she passed before him. So if he is in spirit, but she passed first, if you can check that out, I feel like she's close. She was once one who'd be close to family, but also wanting to acknowledge being close to grandparents. But it feels like she passed before him. Now I don't know if he then came right after her or not. I don't have that, but I feel like her passing before her own grandparents kind of feeling is what she's making me feel like. So I don't know if you know that or can validate that. But there feels like there's a connection to that. Okay, just find out. Like, I feel like particularly, I don't know if like the grandfather was a connection to her or not, but there feels like there's something being said about that. So if I'm understanding that right, I just want to make sure I share that with you as well. That's it. I don't feel there's more building. I think she did more than a great, because my goosebumps are gone. They're not. The room temperature's gone back to normal, so it tells me there was just this little blob. It felt like there was something about passing either before the grandparents or something like that, or connection to the grandparents. Particularly, I saw a male grandparent, but just so that you have that. Other than that, let the loved ones know if they want to email me directly at huggablehealer.com. As you know, they're more than able to if they want to have access for any of the information, like if they want clarity on anything on the reading. Visitation dream. She just said it right before you said it. I hope you heard me say it first. Now you're giving me chills again.